Hi-de-ho everybody, and welcome to today's adventure. For today's adventure, we'll be trying fast food and hamburger from this man right here, a MrBeast off of YouTube, who developed his own ghost kitchen, which is ordering food from a restaurant that's not actually the MrBeast restaurant, having it delivered to your home. The only way to get this is to download the MrBeast ordering app on your phone. Then you pick out a location for one of the ghost kitchen restaurants nearby, and then they have it delivered, so you can't actually go and pick it up. You won't believe what I had to do just to get these cheeseburgers delivered to me. So let's get started. So I went to my local mall and I found out that the ghost kitchen that makes MrBeast burgers is usually an Italian chain called Buca di Beppo or the Bravo Italian restaurant. Right in the parking lot of the mall was this Buca di Beppo, so I downloaded the app and sure enough, they were delivering from this location. So I decided to go to the mall food court and order my food there. When you download the app, it'll ask you to check your address, which I did, and I pick out the address of the local mall that I was at. After you pick out the address you want to deliver it to, it'll then go into the main menu area. So you have different areas of combos, burgers, impossible burgers, sandwiches, sides, desserts, and drinks. Here we see a couple of the combos, different types of burgers, Carl's, Beast Style, Chandler, and Chris Style. Impossible Burger, which are veggie burgers, sandwiches, which are mostly different grilled cheese and chicken sandwiches, sides, regular fries or a Beast-style loaded fries. Then we have desserts, which is a cookie, and we have our basic beverages, Pepsi and Coca-Cola drinks. First, I decided to try the specialty Shrek quesadilla limited time offer, which consists of 2 smashed crispy beef patties with house seasoning, American cheese, diced white onions, pickles, caramelized onions, and chopped green chilies wrapped in a crispy spinach tortilla. Get in there. Next, I decided to try the Nashville hot chicken tender sandwich, which is $7.49, with mayo, ketchup, shredded lettuce, and pickles. Next, I decided to try their classic hamburger, which is the Beast-style MrBeast burger, which consists of smashed crispy beef patties with house seasoning, American cheese, pickles, diced white onion, mayo, ketchup, brown mustard, and a soft roll. When you first get in there, they ask you if you want a double or a triple. I decided to pick the double, and then they ask you to put extra stuff at the bottom, which I didn't do. So now I'm going to add that baby into the queue. Next, I decided to try their sides, which consist mostly of just french fries, regular fries, or the Beast-style loaded french fries, which consist of seasoned crinkle-cut fries loaded with caramelized onions, American cheese, pickles, mayo, ketchup, and mustard. After that, they asked me if I wanted it to be seasoned, which I did. Added it in, which is another $5.29. Lastly, I picked out a beverage of a Pepsi, added it to my cart, then looked at my grand total, which consisted of $31.75. Went to the checkout, added all the fees in. The total with tax, delivery, and fees was $46.84, and they also put a tip in of $6.35. And that's when my problems began. Shortly afterwards, I received a phone call from a very irate delivery driver who began to yell at me on the phone and tell me how terrible the service was. He wasn't going to wait for 45 hours or 5 hours to get my MrBeast order, and they never make it on time, and he wasn't going to make any money, and I should cancel the order because I'm never going to get it, and I'll be waiting till midnight trying to get my order. At which I said to him, "Sir, I will not cancel this order. I don't care what you say. I just came here for this MrBeast burger. I will not cancel it." At that point, I then hung the phone up on him. When I looked into the app, I noticed that another driver had been picked, and I waited for another 45 minutes. After that, I decided to call the Buca di Beppo nearby, asked them what the problem was. They said there wasn't a delivery driver outside, and I could just walk across the street and pick it up, which I did. So here it is, my MrBeast food order in a nice shiny yellow new bag. I decided to hightail it across the street to the mall and try my food out there before anything else bad happened or somebody screamed at me. After that, I got back to the mall food court where I admired the beautiful packaging and graphic design of the boxes. First, I took out the MrBeast Shrek burger in a nice shiny green box. Then I got the MrBeast burger, hamburger, cheeseburger. Then I got my Pepsi. And I believe my chicken burger. And my fries, which were all mushy and soggy when I took them out of the bag. The first item I tried was the nice shiny green Shrek burger in a nice shiny green packaging. Get that open. Yeah. So this brown lumpy green thing that looks like it's moldy is some sort of cheeseburger with chilies on a crispy green tortilla. My first thing I noticed was it was soggy, not crispy. It looked kind of yucky. Well, let me give it a taste. Maybe it's good. No. This is not very good. It looks like it tastes. It just tastes awful. I'm gonna give this 1 out of 5 Snackmans. The next item I tried was the MrBeast Beast-style French fries, which consisted of cheese, lettuce, tomatoes, pickles, and onions, in a big mushy mess like you see here. Let's give these a taste. I'm kind of disappointed. These fries are kind of soggy. Yeah, they sat around for I don't know how long while I was fighting with the driver. The ingredients are okay on them. These are just okay. I'm gonna give these 2 Snackmans out of 5. Next, I decided to try their signature sandwich, which was the MrBeast Beast-style cheeseburger. This was a double cheeseburger that consisted of lettuce, tomato, onions, pickles, mayo on a soft roll. So I was excited about this as it looks pretty good. It's heavy, it's meaty, it's hearty. So I thought for sure that maybe this one was going to be good. Little did I know. Getting a closer look, we can see how it's stacked. 2 big patties, pickles, caramelized onions, lettuce, tomato, American cheese. It looks decent, even though it was sitting around for an hour because of that driver. Let's pick this up and give it a taste. It's heavy. Maybe one more bite. I don't like that. I don't like it. It has a cheap taste to it, like cheap and expensive ingredients. It kind of smells like weird, like peanut butter and jelly. The food smells weird. It doesn't smell good. It smells a little bit off, like it's cheap. And that's probably because it is cheap. I don't know if I like this that much. It's okay. I mean, the hamburger wasn't too dry. Maybe I'll give this 2.5 Snackmans out of 5. Put that back. Lastly, I decided to try their Nashville hot chicken sandwich, which was lettuce and mayo and some sort of hot seasoning on a breaded chicken sandwich on a soft roll. And I had to fight to get it out, and there it is. So looking at it, It looks pretty good. A nice big chunky fried piece of fried chicken. Nice dressing on it. Let's get a closer look and see what is underneath the hood. Lettuce, mayo, ketchup or something, or some kind of hot sauce. So this looks pretty decent, so I thought it'd be pretty promising. Let's see what this tastes like. I don't like that. I'm gonna give this also 2.5 snacks, man. It just tastes weird. It doesn't taste right. So that is my honestly disappointing review of the MrBeast line of fast food. I have to say, of all the fast food I tried, it was very disappointing. I don't mean to be negative, but I also don't want to give a misleading review. I would definitely not try this again unless they change the recipes for all the food. Please hit like and subscribe so I can bring you more fun and entertaining content. And please check out our Patreon page where we have subscriptions to support this channel. $5, $25, and $50. You can get free t-shirts and pins. Thank you again. I'll see you next time.
Yucky.